Hello and thank you for your interest in Microsoft Dynamics Business Central. I'm David Burduli, a Business Central developer at Cyberlyx, where we have a team of certified consultants and developers ready to assist you. After this demonstration, if you would like to explore how we can support your Business Central implementation, we would be delighted to connect with you. Business Central is a key component of business management solution. You can launch the app straight from Office 365 and it integrates effortlessly with Outlook, Teams, Power Platform, which enabling you to automate various workflows. This solution is entirely cloud hosted, meaning there is no need to manage an on-site server. You can access it through any web browser or using the phone or tablet apps available on different marketplaces. To sign into Business Central, I will head to office.com, log into Office 365 and locate Business Central under the All Apps menu. Selecting the Business Central tile, it will be opened in a new tab. The initial screen you see is known as the Role Center, the homepage of Business Central. This is a role-tailored platform, meaning my assigned role shapes what I see here. For instance, as a sales order processor, the navigation bar, quick links, and dynamic tiles are customized to my tasks. If I switch to an accountant role, under my settings row, and I use accountant, click OK, system will be restarted. Once the interface is restarted, now the navigation, the quick links and tiles are finance focused. Roles and permissions are different. A role just changes the look of this page, and the permissions decide which specific parts of the application can be accessed by the users. To move around, I can use the navigation bar. For example, let's go to General Journals. And by clicking the company name, let's go back. Quick links, which are also adjustable, takes me to key areas. Interactive tiles, like this one, showing me 13 purchase documents which are due today. After clicking it, we can see the list of purchase documents. I can also use the intelligent search function. The Tell Me Smart Search feature lets me enter the keyword, for example, customer, and the results will be sorted. So you see the first section, the pages and the tasks section allow you to navigate to specific pages of the application. And the reports and analysis section allow you to run specific reports. I will use search feature to open customers page. And you can see that the application has got a layered approach. So I have multiple layers. I have got a layer underneath here. If I open pay the customer card, you can see the new layer is added on top of previous view, all within the same browser session. If I click out of this layer, I will be going back to the layer that was underneath. Pages in Business Central can be customized. So if I click Settings here and use the Personalize button, I can now move the columns around, or I can also click the field menu here to drag and drop the fields in the application. Once I'm done, I just click Done, and the personalization will be saved against my user. This means that if I open Business Central in a different web browser on a different computer, this personalization will be saved and will be available in this new environment. Though it operates in one browser tab, I can still multitask. I can pop out a page like customer list and view maybe the chart of accounts in a separate page. On any page, you can find a bookmark icon, um, which lets me pin it to my role center, and it can manage these bookmarks via the Tell Me search too. I can manage these bookmarks via Tell Me search too. If I search for my chart of accounts, you can see here that currently the chart of accounts is bookmarked and the bookmark icon is enabled. If I tick it off, my role center is immediately updated. And likewise, I can add the bookmark back again. If I open any record in Business Central, you will see the hovering over any of the fields is going to give you some information about the field. Likewise, if I open the record, a specific record, hovering over any of the fields give us some information. Business Central syncs with other apps seamlessly. In Outlook, for example, I can click the Business Central icon in an email to view contact insights. If the contact is not in the system, I can add them right from the Outlook. Um, I want to link David to Cyberlyx company. I will create it from Outlook. Click OK. Again OK. I want to create it as a customer. Yes. Once a customer is created, then I draft a sales quote, which was requested in the email. In addition, the quote was very specific. 5 Berlin chairs were requested, and you can see that Business Central identified this from the body of the email. Suggest 5 Berlin chairs as a line for my quote, which I'm going to accept. My quote has been created and still within Outlook. I can send this quote by email. And you can see that this creates draft of my quote in email, which I can send, which I can edit and send. If we go back to Business Central, we can search our sales quotes. And here it is. Five Berlin chairs have been created. We can also check the customer. And here is Cyberlyx. And we can also check the contact we created for Cyberlyx. And here it is. Business Central is also integrated in Teams. So let's close all these layers and go back to Role Center. So if I navigate to Teams from here, I have the ability to search for Business Central. I can search contacts directly within Teams. So this is a contact that I created earlier. I can view the details and open a Business Central page directly within Teams to be able to view or edit the details of the contact. I can edit the record, for example, edit the name and close the page. I can also tag records within Business Central. For example, here I'm going to open item. I will open item card. I will copy the URL and I can tag this record directly within a conversation in Teams. Paste the URL and post. And you can see that I have again the ability to view the details of that Business Central record directly within the Teams and the ability to edit or review the information. Let's close this page and let's go back to Business Central. And I'm going to show you how to process a sales order so that you can get a feeling of how a document is managed within Business Central. I'm going to search for sales orders, create a brand new record for one of my customers. Let's use Cyberlyx as a customer. I'm going to add an item. While I choose the number, I can also use select from full list. I can choose any of the item, click OK. Choose quantity, let's say 50. You can see that within a few clicks my sales order has been created. And I have then the ability to ship or ship and invoice that specific record. And there we are. My sales order has been processed and a posted sales invoice has been created. Let's open it. And once posted sales invoice is opened, I can of course send it by email. Let's go back to Role Center. Business Central also has a fully customizable chart of accounts. And the chart of accounts in Business Central is typically used as a report in itself, and it can be also filtered. Business Central also has a concept of what we call dimensions. Dimensions are analysis codes, and creating dimensions is very simple. It is simply a matter of creating a new record and then adding dimension values. Those values can then be tagged in specific general ledger entries and other ledger entries such as customer or purchase ledger entries. All those dimensions can be further analyzed through the GL dimension overview, which is going to show us general ledger entries with all the various dimensions as columns and values ready for analysis. This can, of course, be popped into Excel for analysis and pivoting directly within Excel if required. Let's close all the pages and go to the Role Center. At Cyberlyx, we approach implementations as MVP, minimal viable product, to get you started as quickly as possible. We offer modular packs, core finance, sales, purchasing, inventory, manufacturing, warehousing, fixed assets, and more. So you can select the modules that you want to implement or even consider a phased approach. Thanks for watching.